additional exit doors. Please keep
To make. Program Vice President Barbara Hayden, Treasurer Membership Roster, who would like to apply for our installation.
When the Nazis entered Hungary, he was rounded up with his family and shipped to Russia. Then they were rounded up again and sent back to a ghetto in Hungary. In the spring of 1944, when he was just 14 years old, he and his family were transported from the ghetto to Auschwitz, where his immediate family were murdered. A book about him, originally written in German, then translated into Danish and English, was a bestseller in Denmark for 6 weeks. Already, there is another documentary underway about his whole life. The film and the book are both testaments to his will to survive and the people who helped him along the way, especially Arthur and Helen Weinberger, who nurtured Leslie upon his arrival to the United States.
I don't have to tell you what a thrill and pleasure it is for me to be here with Hadassah celebrating their 100th year. Slowly and gradually, I'm starting to get used to seeing big crowds. So the odds were against me, to say the least. In fact, at least 3 times before the age of 16, I should have died. I have been imprisoned, brutalized, starved, slaved, and shot. So there is no logical and plausible explanation as to why I stand here before you, except for the miraculous and defiant acts of kindness by few people I encountered during my time in the camps. Now we are about to see a documentary film that chronicles a short period during the time of my imprisonment. But one message I want you to walk away with, which is my life's message. It is no matter what healing and wholeness are always possible, we no longer need to pretend we are all separate. We can indeed face the sometimes brutal but also beautiful greater reality. That we are all collected and that freedom of hatred is truly possible. Thank you.
6 young people investigate one of the atrocities of National Socialism. They try to find out what happened on the railroad lines still passing their hometowns during the last days of the Second World War.
On the 25th of April, 1945.
In the last days of the war, the prisoners from the concentration camp of Muhldorf are brought to nearby Mettenheim and loaded into the wagons. The train departs in the evening. Deported from Auschwitz to Dachau on 18th of June 1944. He only stays in the concentration camp of Dachau for a few days.
But at night when I came back, I used to feel my bones. And I was a bag of bones. And that frightened me. Is it possible to live just with bones and not to have any flesh on your body?
Das Lager der Häftlinge
The
befand sich
prisoner camp was here in Mittergas. From there they had to walk to Ampfing. Here's where the train to Poing departed.
Richtung Poing in Bewegung.
It takes all night for the train to cover 50 kilometers.
I searched the archives to find anything about what happened to the train, but there's just nothing. How can this be?
And then I got one bullet into my neck here, and out again here in my face. I fell down, and he came over to me with his gun, and he said, either you get up, or I must shoot another bullet. So I said, no, I'll get up, and I did so. Then they took me back again to the wagons. There were many dead and wounded people there.
The train was so full with dead people that we really didn't pay attention to those who died, you know. We were very concerned about our own living.
Parents were born, their ancestors were born.
I love my family, my country. This place, I so badly need it.
You know, they get all kinds of crazy.
And you want to know something?
I will have to get you a copy.